If you don't make the Democrats give you something for your vote, you probably get nothing from your vote, and then we'll still be sitting here. You owe it to your children to extract something out of the voting process more than just saying, hey, my great-great-grandfather or my grandfather took an ass whooping for voting rights. No, we took an ass whooping to end segregation. We took an ass whooping to be able to go to schools we wanted to go to. Nobody was taking an ass whooping to get Mitch McConnell in office. Yes, people wanted to vote, that's true. But they wanted also to have a party that spoke to their issues. We're talking about the Civil Rights Act. There were things on the ballot people wanted. What's on the ballot that you want? And are the Democrats going to fight for that shit or not? Are the Republicans going to fight for it? Let's not leave them out of the equation. I know it's a foregone conclusion about the Republicans, but I still like to include them in the conversation. So no one gets the wrong idea because they think because I'm not bringing them up that I'm supporting them. No, I'm not supporting them. Bad faith argument person, I'm not supporting Republicans just because I'm pressing Democrats. Hey, the only person I can ask to rub my back is Mrs. Black because she's my wife. So some of you are married to the Democratic Party and you won't even ask your wife, you won't even ask your party to rub your back. Some of you are married to the Democratic Party, you won't even ask your party to put in on the food, on the groceries. Come on now. Now, if you allow yourself to be in that abusive relationship where it's totally lopsided, you do for them, but they don't do for you, whose fault is that? Now, we know it's their fault as well. But I'm saying, if you notice a problem and you're aware of the problem, but you do nothing to change the problem, well, that becomes a you problem. And that's all I'm saying. So, look, I don't want to block you. But if you're going to act juvenile, if you're going to act like I'm supposed to be begging, like, oh, please, Lord, please, Jim Clyburn, please do right by us. Please, Jim, please, Joe Biden, sir. Please allow me the privilege of putting you back in office. I'm sorry, but those days is over. Those days never existed. You think they did, but they didn't. We fought for our shit. We got to keep fighting for it. And what you doing, laying down, ain't fucking fighting. Now, you ain't got to invite me to your parties or maybe a part of anything you got going on. You can continue to do what you've been doing. Afraid that somebody's going to upstand you and embarrass you and have more fire than you. I'm not you. I'm going to fight for mine. That quiet shit don't work. That nice shit don't work. Instead of telling me to be nice, tell them to be nice. Hey, don't tell me, tell them. Don't tell me, tell them. We need to work together. Don't tell me, tell them. Stop talking to me. I don't want to hear it. Talk to them. Talk to the progressives and tell them, ask them, why aren't they doing what you need them to do for black people to come out and vote? So that we end up with someone with some policies like universal health care instead of ending up with this bullshit. I don't even know what Biden's doing. This guy don't even got a public option. And we don't even talk about it anymore. You realize that they don't even talk about it in mainstream media, that we not only don't have universal health care, this motherfucker took away the public option that he was running on. Did you realize that? And when was the last time you heard anyone talk about it? When was the last time you talked about it? I'm talking about it. So the go along, get along bullshit ain't gonna work. You can't nice your way into this. We're not gonna nice our way into this. So, we gotta mix it up. You know, I understand you're not used to people fighting for what they want. I get it. You want people to go along. We want people to play nice. You want people to just get along. You want people to not rock the boat. Well, if no one's rocking the boat, Johnson, how are we going to make any progress? I understand. You're a coward. You don't want to risk anything. You got bills, as if the rest of us don't. As if the rest of us don't like living indoors. As if I'm just a fool out here with a trust fund with fuck you money. I'm not. It's just that I stand for something you don't. That's all it is. That's the only difference. It ain't a young man's game. It ain't an old man's game. It's a fucking human being's game with courage and nuts. That's all it is. So we got to stand up and push them. And if we don't push them, well, we deserve what we get. So we are here, folks. We are here. It is Tuesday. It is True Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, we go to war. We go to war on Tuesdays. We go to war on Tuesdays. We don't pull punches on Tuesdays. It wouldn't be True Tuesdays if we lied on Tuesdays, if we played nice on Tuesdays. And once again, if you want things to be nice, tell them to give us our reparations. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. MLK Day was yesterday. What about reparations? MLK wanted reparations. Why don't you talk about that? Huh? Yeah, economics. You're right. You're right, punk. It was economics. Economics for us as well. So here we go. You're gonna nice your way into anything that you want. It's not gonna just come to you because you're a good person. A lot of good people living under bridges right now in America, and we need you to fight for them instead of sitting back telling other people who have the guts to fight to be quiet. Don't be so loud. Don't make no noise. Don't rock the boat. And what's hilarious, folks, are these people that want to be superstars. They want to be stars. They want to be known for what? Ass kissing? There's always somebody that kiss better ass than you. You know that ain't who you are. Be who you are. Embrace who you are. You know you're better than that. Come on. Stand up. Grow a backbone. You're better than that. You guys, people talk about Chicago. We might talk about Laquan McDonald's killer and how he's getting out of jail in a month. Remember the officer that shot Laquan McDonald like 15 times? They covered it up. He should. First of all, this is such a travesty. Okay? Of course, I covered this when it happened originally. Of course. Of course I did. I don't know. Maybe this is considered gossip. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off about that statement. Chicago police officer, the former Chicago police officer who fatally shot black teenager Laquan McDonald, is set to be released from prison next month, serving less than half of his 81-month sentence, opposed 3 years ago. He didn't even do half, Johnson. They're laughing at us. They're laughing at us, Johnson. We're a joke to them. We're a joke to this system, Johnson. We're a joke. Kahala Clay, legal counsel for the Illinois Prisoner Review Board, confirmed that Jason Van Dyke, convicted in October 2018 in the killing of 17-year-old Laquan, will be released from prison February 3rd. McDonald's great uncle, Reverend Marvin Hunter, told media outlets over the weekend that authorities had notified him of Van Dyke's pending release. I'm hoping he's learned the error of his ways. I've always asked for justice and not revenge. We got as much justice you could get with the players that were there at the time he was on trial. Wow. Yeah. We got as much as we could get based on who was there. Remember, they didn't even want this thing to go to trial. They didn't want this thing to even be indicted. They didn't want the indictment to come down. They didn't want the film to be released. They wanted nothing. They sat on this murder of this teenager. Literally a teenager with a pocket knife. Walking down the street. This they are laughing at us, Johnson. You know, the superintendent was fired. The county's top prosecutor was voted out. And Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel, who was widely criticized for his handling of the case, decided not to run for re-election. All of them should have went to jail. Every last one of them should have went to jail. They let the superintendent take the fall. But it was obvious, everyone knew about this. Everyone stepped on the evidence. The cops got caught, so many cops got caught erasing tapes, lying on reports. Van Dyke was surprised he got convicted. He waited till he got convicted to even quit his job. He didn't expect to get convicted. Even with footage of him shooting a young man 17 times, 14 or 15 of those shots were while Laquan was on the ground, in the fetal position. He literally stood over him and emptied his goddamn gun. There were 10 other officers there, and none of the other officers even took their gun out of their holster. And those good cops would not turn in this shit cop. Instead, they erased the footage. They cut off the body cams. They went to the McDonald's across the street that had a portion of the footage and tried to erase that footage. They sat on the evidence. They sat on the information for as long as they could to protect Rahm Emanuel. But eventually, Van Dyke was found guilty of second-degree murder, 16 counts of aggravated battery. I'm sorry, not 17 bullets, 16 bullets, because he got 16 counts. But it turns out 16 counts ain't worth a year apiece. He got 81 months. He appealed his conviction but abandoned those appeals in 2020. He was eligible to have his sentence cut in half with credit for good behavior. So there it is, Johnson. There it is. There it is. There it is. They don't know where he is. For his safety, they don't know where he is. They won't tell you where he is. Oh, this guy. So they want us to be nice. They want me to be nice, Johnson. I got to be nice. If I don't play nice, then there's no opportunities for Timberlake. If I don't play nice, TBTV can't grow because I'm not nice. But you're not telling the system to be nice. You didn't tell Rahm Emanuel to be nice. You didn't tell the shit cops in Chicago who covered up for this killer to be nice. You don't tell the media outlets that are brought off and paid and sold out with a bunch of sold out commentators who just want to pick up their paychecks and buy their big houses and buy their big cars. To be nice to us. And instead of getting like, oh, Tim, thank you, Johnson. You kicking ass, Tim Black. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for fighting a good fight, Tim Black. We're doing it together. We got your back. Keep fighting, Tim Black. I get a motherfucker telling me this is gossip. This ain't important. So yeah, it pisses me off, Johnson. It pisses me off. The only person who's covering this shit. Who's covering it? Roland Martin may be covering it, maybe. Maybe Roland Martin covers it. Yeah, I think Roland Martin will cover it. I could imagine that someone like the Black Authority would cover it. But we're not even going to get into all the people that aren't going to cover it because, you know, it's a whole list of people that won't cover it, and a lot of people don't give a shit about it. So there it is. It is what it is. But see, that's the thing. That's the deal. We do cover it. You don't want to know what's happening to the blacks? You don't care at all? It's not valuable enough to know this shit? See, that's why that police reform was important. See, if the Democrats really wanted to win, they would have got something done on police reform. They would have got that ending of qualified immunity done. That's important to black people. May not be important to you, but it's important to black people, progressives. It may not have been important to you, but it was important to the blacks. It was important. Was it just me? I'm not saying it's our fault we didn't get it. What I'm saying is it's important that we cover these things, and it's important that we share light on it, and it's important that I'm loud and and that I'm not nice about it. Wow. Okay. Not nice, not nice. So how many people saw my show last night, the Pause with Tim Black show? Anybody seen Pause with Tim Black yesterday? Guys, hey, I love you. I love you. Go watch that. Hey, look, man. They like making us the boogeyman. America needs the boogeyman. They always got to find a boogeyman. They gotta make, we're just perfect for the job. It's always perfect to make black people the boogeyman. Particularly black men, they want to make us the boogeyman. What's going on, Wolfpack? What's going on? It's a racist, horrible system, Tony D. It is. What's up, Deborah Cochran? Always with you, Tim. Thank you, Deborah Cochran. Thank you, Tony D. My friends. It's like, this is frustrating at times. This guy, and I know this is how the system works. I'm aware of that. They didn't cut him a favor. He got good time. He gets good time. That's what happens. It's just, if you shoot and kill a 17-year-old who's no threat to you, you shoot him 16 times in front of at least 5, 6, 7 other cops. They cover it up. They covered this up, Johnson. Please, people, go look up Laquan McDonald. Look up what they did to this man, this young man. It's just that I've been doing this show. I've been doing shows for about a decade. And this particular case was in 2018. I'm still doing this show, and this cop is getting out. And he took someone's life. There are poor people who had weed. There are poor people that were caught with weed who are going to be in jail longer than this guy. And you want me to be nice? Don't tell me to be nice. Tell them to be nice. Tell them to be nice. I can't be nice. I know shit like this. I know this. Can you be nice knowing this? A killer is going to walk free in a couple of weeks. He was only in jail for 3 years. He will have only been in jail about 3 years, Johnson. I'm just in one of those moods, Johnson. Just in one of those moods where you keep witnessing. Like I'm not saying I'm as sharp as knife in the drawer. Okay, I just know some stuff. I just read some stuff. I got books that still haven't read all of the books I have. I have so many books. Every time I bring an author on the show, I get a book. I get their book. I bring people on the show, I got their books. Every scholar, every author. So I got a bunch of books. And I read them from time to time. Then I got articles. Then I got, So earlier tonight, while I was preparing for the show, I'm on YouTube, just seeing what I'm caught up, getting caught up on what's going on. Looking around, seeing what's happening. And I see this guy bigging up Jordan Peterson and talking about black people not understanding and being too temperamental when it comes to race. And it just really bothers me. People say stuff like, we can't talk about race because people get upset about it. They get so emotional. And then you, as a black person, please don't be the dumb black person that's sitting there going, yeah, why do we always get emotional about racism? We need to calm down and just have conversations. Don't be that black person, please, Johnson. Please don't. Please don't be that person. There are white people, livid, over Kaepernick, one guy who would not salute the flag. White people lose their goddamn mind all over this country. Pissed off, burning shit they paid for. But your dumb ass wanting to be a go along, get along, wanting to fit in, buying anything that's nice talking, clean shaven white guy says. You want to, because, if something's wrong, if black people it's so easy just to say black people just don't know shit. We so ignorant. It's easy for them to buy into the stereotypes. And the white supremacist bullshit. Johnson, racism is ugly. It's butt ugly. All isms are ugly, Johnson. There's nothing wrong with being upset about racism. There's nothing wrong about being upset about sexism. Any ism. If you're the recipient of said ism, it's fucked up. I don't care what it is. Okay? You don't have to apologize for that. Now, the young man in the video, I try to drop a little bit of knowledge on him because I realize, he's a younger guy. He thinks he's on the right path. He just doesn't know anything. Here's the thing, guys. He made one comment. He made a comment. He said, yo, some of these people are upset about race when they haven't even been experiencing any racism. Why are you upset about racism? You haven't experienced any racism. See, he's listening to too much Jordan Peterson. He's listening to too many of these people that are telling you just to get over it. Folks, the worst shit in the world is the shit you don't see. Dumb. Systemic racism is much, 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 much worse than Karen calling the cops on your ass. Now, that could result in death. But the type of racism that stops you from being able to get the bank loan, dum-dum. Do you understand? That stops you from getting the bank loan, that stops you from getting the position, that stops you from getting the same wage as your white counterpart. The starting salary that's lower that you don't even know about, dum-dum. The higher price for your fucking car that you don't know about it. The extra percentage points on your interest rate, dummy. Not being diagnosed in time because the doctor don't believe you when you tell him you're in pain, dumbass. Dum-dum. It's the black woman dying on the fucking operating table. That was avoidable. It wasn't your mama, but it was somebody's mama. It's being 13% of the population and 50% of the homeless population. Just because it's not you doesn't mean it's not going on. Just because you don't live in a part of town where you see it, doesn't mean it's not happening. Keep listening to Tim Dillon. Keep listening to him. Andrew Schultz and Akash Singh and Tim Dillon. Keep listening and thinking that's your life. That's not your life, asshole. This is your life. This right here. This is your life, motherfucker. It's a different life. So keep on buying into the idea that we are the same. It's all the same. It's not the same, dum-dum. Okay? You have access to the same shit they do. You get to look at it. It's not your life. We have 14% of the population. We own less than 2% of the wealth in this country. You don't see it. It's not a Karen walking up and calling you a nigger to your face in front of your kids, dummy. It's the fact that we own less than 2% of the fucking wealth in the country we built for free against our will that we've been in for 400 years, dumbass. Now ask Jordan Peterson, why is that? Then ask Tim Dillon, who will make a joke. It'll probably be hilarious, but it'll totally take the focus off of what I'm telling you. Stop listening to these white guys and thinking that's your life. That's not your fucking life. That's not your cousin's life. That's not your brother's life. That's your nephew's life. And you know, you keep fucking up. You keep fucking up. It won't be your grandchildren's life either, dumbass. That's why the work is important. That's why what we do is important. That's why fuck friends and fuck nice. You understand? Jesus Christ. So, yeah. I'm not saying everybody has to be the same, that we all have to all have the same vantage point and the same ideology. We're not a monolith. I get it. We think differently, but God, for goodness sake, man, stop with repeating some shit someone tells you just because it sounds good. When it rolls off the tongue, it doesn't mean it's true. Just because Ben Shapiro says it really fast doesn't change facts. Well, you know, the causes, the numerous causes, you know, different causations, the results may be the same, but the causes may be different. It doesn't mean that this is what caused it. Just because these people happen to be black doesn't mean that the blackness is what has caused it. You know, all this bullshit. So, you know, we had these problems in this country. We need to address them. I'm down for people being allies. I'm down for working with other people. There are other issues that we need to consider, and let's do those things. But let's not walk around with rose-colored glasses. Let's not ignore the obvious. And for God's sake, let's crack a fucking book from time to time. I know it's frustrating. It's not fun. It's not fun. I understand it's not fun. It's not fun being poor in a rich country, is it? Regardless of what color you are, regardless of your orientation, regardless of if you know, whatever you got going, anything. I understand it. It's not good to be poor in America. It's a very capitalistic country. True that. I get it. It's not good at all. I tell you all the time, this is a country where veterans freeze in front of warm buildings with heat pumping in buildings that are empty. In front of those buildings, veterans freeze on the sidewalk. America doesn't give a fuck about vets, more or less black people. So I get that. I understand it. You understand it. We both understand it. America really doesn't give a fuck about any of us, but it just gives a fuck about us less. You understand? That's what you need to accept. You can pretend it ain't so. But I got too many numbers and too many facts to throw at your ass to prove you wrong, to prove that you don't know what you're talking about. So that's the problem. You know, Gary Chambers is running for office in Louisiana, right? Gary Chambers, how many people know who Gary Chambers is, guys? Good enough for Gary Chambers if you know who he is. Yeah, I want to share his campaign ad. Someone sent this to me. One of the friends of the show sent me this. Let's do this. All right. Good stuff. All right. Luke Kang said, that would get my vote for sure. Just kidding. That's hilarious, Johnson. It really is. Yeah. But no, the point is very well taken, Johnson. This is where we are in this country, and we need to continue to legalize it. We need to end mass incarceration, and this says a lot in only 37 seconds. I think it's an excellent commercial. Good job, Mr. Chambers, sir. Good job. I don't know. I got to look more into what he's running on or what his politics is. But I like this. I find this somewhat impressive. And I've heard him call people out and call out some other issues. So far, what I've been discovering about him is pretty good. You know, no one goes as far as I want him to go, but you know me. I'm on a black agenda and reparations. I can't. That's where I stand. That's where I am at. That is where I am. That was the second show until I don't know. So thanks for showing that, Tim Black. You got it, Robert. Robert, was that you who sent that to me on Twitter? Was that you, Robert? I think it was, Robert. Give it up for my man, Robert Hughes Johnson. Yeah, my brother. Yeah, my brother Wolfpack sent me that on Twitter. Yeah. What's up, D? What's up, Susan? What's up, KT the Shy? All right. Yep. Because Robert said, Tim, man, you check this out, man. I was like, what? Me and Marcus Farrell saw it. I think he sent it to me and Marcus. And that's what's up. So that's good stuff, Johnson. That's good stuff. We so that's it. That's I feel a little bit better about that. I was trying to lighten up a little bit, man. I'm really pent up a little bit tonight. It's crazy, Johnson. It's crazy. So yeah, Jago the Rogue, the Rogue. Jago the Rogue. What's up, Jago the Rogue? Free the non-violent convicts. And you know what? Jimmy T says the 10-year anniversary of recreational cannabis legalization in the first state, Washington, the Evergreen State. Give it up for that. Give it up for that. Sounds good, Johnson. Sounds good. We're going to stay on them, Johnson. Wow. Wow. What else you guys got? What else am I missing? Someone said there was some developments in Flint. What's going on in Flint, Michigan? What's happening? I do understand there will not be a prosecution of racketeering charges in Flint. I think that's something that was being pointed out. Susan Gould, right? So I'm upset about that with the Flint issue, but it's so much corruption surrounding the Flint water situation. Another miscarriage of justice. What should have happened is people should have went to jail. They poisoned citizens for money. To save money, they pumped in toxic water. And when they knew the water was bad, they kept going. Case closed. What else is there to talk about? What else is there to talk about? So I saw that Jordan Sheridan did a piece in The Guardian. And shout out to Jordan Sheridan on that piece in The Guardian. And that's unfortunate because, God, talk about being upset. This guy's livid. It's unfortunate, the injustice. Yeah, Jordan's been on top of that Flint, Michigan story. Like, I've been on top of all these police killings. Like, roughly, I won't say it's the same, but it's the psychological toll that it takes on you when you cover something that you actually care about, something that you put your heart and soul in. And for Jordan, it's even worse because he's been to Flint a number of times, so he's probably talked to a lot of people who have lost people. You don't just walk away from that, when I talked to Gina Best about her daughter India Kager, it's tough, man. You don't just walk away. You never forget these stories. It stays with you, Johnson, when you're talking about miscarriages of justice and people losing their lives. Then nothing happens. There's a certain bit of bitterness and anger stays with you. Whenever I speak to Miss Best, Gina, it's there in our conversation. It's there in the voice. We want to be positive and tell people to keep their heads up and all of that, but this is heart-wrenching stuff. Injustice sucks, so it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. It's okay. So it is what it is. I don't know. Maybe I should go on everyone's channel and talk about the George Floyd case that I covered for about 3 weeks straight. Maybe I should do that, Silver Surfer. Won't we do that? Yeah. Let's have all of independent media invite Tim Black Tim Black, who did bell-to-bell coverage of every police killing in America that made any type of news, and even those that made no news. Let's get them. They should invite me on and talk about that, Silver Surfer. Hey, yes, go in their comment section, Silver Surfer. Here's your job, Silver Surfer. Go in their comment sections and talk about why aren't they bringing Tim Black on? Why didn't they bring Tim Black on to discuss Breonna Taylor's story, Breonna Taylor? I covered it extensively on this show. And then also talk to them about George Floyd. And then talk to them about Tatiana Jefferson. And then Sandra Bland. And then Laquan McDonald. And all of the other countless black people that I've covered ad nauseum on this channel. It's up to you, brother. I need you to get that done for me. Get that done for me, Silver. Go work it out for me. Maybe you have more success than I did, because for some reason it didn't work for me. But you know, maybe you have the complexion for the protection from the collection. Maybe you can facilitate that placement. Sir, my good friend, get that done for us. So yeah, it is frustrating, you know? It really is. So what's up? What else is going on there? 39 representatives are not seeking re-election to the U.S. House seats, not including those that left office early. So what's going to happen with the Democrats? They're going to lose the House, Johnson? Are the Democrats going to lose the House? Is that why they're pushing so hard? Talk to me, Johnson. What's going to happen? Are the Democrats going to lose the House? Kev J says yes. Wow. I don't know. James, what do you think? Strawberry Quick says probably. I don't know. Look, guys, it's God, I'm stuttering. I'm stuttering, huh? I don't know. Should they lose the House? I don't know. There's so much that could have been done. You had the House and the Senate and the White House. And all I've been hearing is a bunch of goddamn excuses. You know what people don't like? You know, people don't like excuses. Hey, if you get us Georgia, if you get these two senators in Georgia, then hey, come on now. If you do this for us, it'll be big for the country. The Build Back Better agenda will go through, and then what happens? Nothing. It's always more conversation about what else you need to do. What about telling these damn senators that if you don't vote the way we want you to vote, senators, that you won't get any committee assignments, and we're going to punish your ass. Like, there's got to be a way to do it. What did LBJ do? LBJ leaned on those assholes against Civil Rights Act passed. He leaned on them. He didn't play games. So don't tell me people can't get stuff done. You can get stuff done if you really want to get it done. These people don't want to extend their capital. They don't want to expend their political capital to get things done. That's what's up with Biden. Just joining the conversation. B. Random says they have willingly accomplished nothing. Don't send any money to their states. There you go, Kev J. That's what I'm talking about. That's very simple. And then those states will be mad as hell, and those states will do the work for you. Those states would do the work for you. I try to tell you, Johnson. Leslie, cut the check. Leslie. If they don't come away with tangible solutions for people, tangibles in that legislation, and get it done. Someone's pointing out, now look, and I know, now we all know. I've had Dr. Sandy Dirty on the show, and we all know that erasing student debt is not a reparations for black people. We all know that. We all know that erasing student debt is not reparations for black people, nor will it significantly close the racial wealth gap. But it does help. I'm on this show, I will tell you, it does help. Look you right in the camera and say, will black people be better off without student debt? Yes. Will white people be better off without student debt? Yes. Will the economy be better off without student debt? Yes. Will my Latino brothers and sisters, but I don't say, look, Latino brothers and sisters, my Asian brothers and sisters, my Native American people, all people, everyone will be better off with releasing student debt. Okay? Better off. It does not require Congress for Joe Biden to write an executive order significantly reducing student debt. And even if I'm wrong, and by some way, the Supreme Court will rule it unconstitutional, that's something we find out about later. They fight it out in court. It's routinely where there are things that executive orders that are written by presidents get challenged in court. Even if that happened, I'm not saying that's what will happen. I'm not saying it is. But I'm saying, even to those people that will undoubtedly say, Tim, but he can't do this, he can't do that. When Donald Trump was president, he wrote a number of executive orders, and some of those executive orders were reversed based on court decisions that ruled them unconstitutional. Okay? But even if you write an executive order that, gets rejected or someone files an appeal or whatever the hell, okay. The bottom line is that you did something, that would show that Joe Biden has an agenda, that he has a backbone to do something. Remember Joe Biden on the campaign trail, guys? How many people remember Joe Biden on the campaign trail threatening people? Huh? How many people remember Joe Biden talking tough shit on the campaign trail? Oh, you want to mix it up? Huh? You think I'm past it? You think I can't go, fatso? Huh? Want to go outside and do some sit-ups, some push-ups? Huh? You want to go? Come on, fat, let's go outside. That was Joe Biden. What did he say to the brother, I think it was the brother, Latino brother, that was asking about the immigration policies? How horrible they were under Obama? Because Obama was the deporter-in-chief, so he was asking Biden, hey, Biden, what are you going to do with immigration? And Biden got mad and told him, hey, don't ask me shit. Just go vote for Trump. Get out my face. Remember that? Remember tough talking Joe Biden? Why is he not talking so tough now? Where's all the tough talk? It was tough when he was talking to regular Joe Blow citizens that needed change in their country. That's so tough when he's talking to Kirsten Sinema or talking to Joe Manchin or any of the other fossils on Capitol Hill. Nah, not that tough. It's a lot of that my friend shit. A lot of that due process bullshit. A lot of that I hope we could come to an agreement bullshit. He wasn't talking that way to us. Was he talking? He wasn't talking really nice to black leaders when he was on that Zoom call. They were asking him about black shit. Now he was basically telling them to go shine his shoes. Told him to kiss his ass, go shine his shoes, and he ain't got to answer to nothing that you darkies say. That's basically what he said. But now that he's in the office, and he's got the pen at his disposal. You know what I would do with a pen that can make magic happen? I make magic happen with the pen. That's what I do. What if you had a magic wand, Johnson, and you can make good things happen for American citizens just by waving it? You don't have to invade countries. You don't have to develop new ways to fly spaceships. All you gotta do is pick up the magic thing and do some simple movements with your elbow and your wrist. And life for Americans will improve almost overnight. Thousands upon thousands, if not millions of Americans will be positively impacted by it. And now imagine that there's some dumbasses who disagree with him doing it, even though they would be the beneficiaries of said improvements because it might hurt their fucking parties. Look, look, guys, I want y'all to make this very clear. I'm a wholehearted, straight up and down, 10 toes down supporter of reparations and the black agenda. But I'm also down for other shit that Joe Biden could do right now that would benefit us. Okay, so if it's anything that he can do that benefits us, I would support it. I'm not saying that would make me love him. I'm not saying it would make me want to go vote for him. But I'm saying I would support that act. Because I don't know what country you live in and I don't know what time and space that you occupy. But I got kids in this present time and space who need a better country now. So I'm down for policies that, and I'm down for executive orders that he could accomplish at this very fucking moment, right now, that he could implement. I'm down for that. So I want to make sure we're clear. Because I do know some people are so stringent, they're like, if I can't have this, I don't want anything. Nah, I understand where you're coming from. That's not how I operate. I'm not going to lie to you about that, about where I stand on this. Not going to lie to you about it. Okay? Nah, I would be glad if he canceled student debt. Yo, I don't know where you live at, but there are places in the country where the internet is horse shit. Okay? The internet is horrible some places in this country. That's totally unacceptable. That's totally unacceptable that people's internet connectivity is fourth worldish in America. So, I'm very, very clear about one of those things to change. And there's no excuse for them not changing. Right now, there are families all across this country who are missing the in advance child income credit, the earned child income credit that was coming out monthly because of Joe Manchin's punk ass, because of Kirsten Sinema. You know what I'm saying? I'm voting for Marvin the Martian. Okay. Marvin the Martian. There it is. So I'm just saying, we need to be open and honest about where we stand. Let's be open and honest about where we stand. That's what leaders should do. If you want to be a leader, that's what you got to do. And you should be honest. You should be honest and transparent about where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? That's all. I just don't see a point of pretending, of not mentioning shit. Because there are things Joe Biden can do this moment. And I also want people to understand very clearly. I wish I had a bigger platform. Then there would be some heat under his ass. These people don't want to give him no damn heat, Johnson. They don't want to push him. They don't want to push Joe Biden. They want to have cushy lives. They don't want to push Joe Biden. They want to make sure their money stay tight. They don't even want to challenge other people with horrible narratives that throw them under the bus, that throw their kids under the bus, that throw their husbands or their wives under the bus. Imagine that. That was a good article you wrote. I like the way you tore down black men. That's beautiful. They don't even want to say anything. Assholes kissing ass in the comment section. This is great work. The way you beat up on black people. The way you beat up on black men. Anyway, back to Joe Biden. We should not put up with Joe Biden. Somebody should be pushing Joe Biden. People just looking out for themselves. It doesn't make them horrible people. It's our system is so damn corrupt. I get what they're doing. I can't do it with them, though. I just can't do it with them. I got to stay pushing them. I got to say, Joe Biden, take that goddamn pen. Go get some stuff done. Somebody's got to say it. Guess it's got to be me, unfortunately. Somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to say, get some shit done. How hard is that to say? Just the truth. How hard is that to say? Yeah? Now, that would not be symbolic, brother. Hey, look. Hey, DP. Oh, DP. I don't know if DP. Johnson. It would not be symbolic. Canceling student debt would not be symbolic. It would be helpful. It would be helpful. You could say that. You could say that. It's not reparations. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not reparations. That's, you know, it's not. That's separate. You know what I'm saying? It would be like, shit. I'm trying to equate it to something. You know? It's a bonus. Right? It's not your law settle. It's not your settlement. It's not your legal settlement. It's like a bonus. It's like a you know? It's like something that you, first of all, the fact that we have it is a travesty. See, look, guys, we're so screwed up because we're talking about getting things that other countries already have. You do realize this. This should not even be a conversation, Johnson. We should not even be talking about student debt. Because we shouldn't have any. They have commodified, monetized happiness or potential happiness. Because you got to do the work, you got to read the books, pass the test, apply the skills. They've commodified and monetized the effort that you, the vehicle for that. Get what I'm saying? So we are sitting around, we're having these conversations, and we're doing these debates. And we're throwing, sometimes not you and I, DP, but some people are throwing each other under the bus about a thing we should have already had. And if we should accept a thing or demand a thing that if you were in Sweden, you'd already have. If you were in Germany, you would already have. If you were in Switzerland, you would already have. If you were in France, you would already have. You get what I'm saying? So we shouldn't even have this conversation. That's how corrupt America is. We're spending our time, spinning our wheels, debating about going back and forth about, and then sometimes pointing at each other and yelling at each other about things that should already take place. We are 5% of the world's population, but we house 25% of the world's prisoners. And we got people arguing if it's too much. As if it's not a given that it's too much. You dumb sons of bitches. Yes, it's too much, you dumbass. It's like basic. What's America? A bunch of extra violent, crazy, rabid zombies? We're human beings like any other people. It's just that we live in a country that once again commodifies and monetizes the penal system. The reason why there's so many jails and so many prisons is that it's profitable. That's it. The end. It's not mystical. It's hard to figure out. Gosh, let's sit here and come up with something. We got to figure this out. There's nothing to figure out. It's nothing to figure out. It's real simple. It's so basic, it's heartbreaking. It's so basic. It's heartbreakingly basic. You know where I'm coming from? So we have to move past this. It's social engineering. Okay, in IT we call it social engineering. I call up. I want information about how to get into your network, or I want information to your business. So I call up, I say, hey, my name is XYZ, and is Gary there? There is no Gary that works here. God, he was an, God, I'm sorry, maybe I got the wrong name. I'm calling for such and such place. I'm looking for the IT administrator who could give me server access for this third-party tool that I was told we need to implement. Oh, guys, you must be talking about Stuart. Oh, yeah, maybe that's his name, Stuart. That's right, Stuart. Damn it. So how could I get in touch with Stuart? I'm sorry, my boss is breathing down my neck. I'm getting this all screwed up. How do I get in touch with Stuart? Well, he's not in his office right now, but he's there with you? Yes, he is. I'm sorry. What's your full address again? Social engineering. You just gave him all types of information. He even knows the contact, the first name, and you easily give him the last name of the administrator who we need to hack. And what I'm saying is America has done a really good job. We call it in the car business, they call it putting you together. Putting you together. That is, building you up and fortifying you with the BS that they need you to be fortified with in order to extract from you the result they want to achieve through you, which is typically you overpaying for a vehicle that costs less than that's worth less that you're going to pay more for, okay? Social engineering, putting you together. It's a flim-flam. It's a scam. It's a confidence game. That's what's happening with America. We are arguing over if we should have student debt relief. We're arguing over if we should have legal marijuana. Like, marijuana laws are so stiff to enforce, so stiff because it makes money. We're making money off of these people. America's making money locking people up. That's the whole point. So we're having these conversations and wasting a whole lot of time debating issues that if you lived in another place, you just move somewhere else, just in another country, not another world, another country. You wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's like everyone knows, oh, yeah. Don't eat that. That's horrible. That's what is that? That's made in a lab. That's some garbage. We don't eat that shit. Some foods that we eat here in America, in other countries, you can't even get that shit. They don't even make them that way. They don't even use the same processes because they have deemed they don't want their citizens poisoned with it. But in America, it's fine. It's like our pharmaceuticals. I looked at a meme with the price of insulin today. And they were showing the differences of cost of insulin. A dose in America for that same dose of insulin compared to where it costs, how much it costs in other parts of the world. It's the same fucking drug. And then we got people that will argue if it would be good to reduce the cost of that insulin. And some of the people that would make that argument, that would argue about that, they are so gaslit on this idea of controlled medicine being controlled by the government and not trusting the government. They are brought so far into that they would rather overpay for pharmaceuticals, even knowing some people won't be able to afford it and will die. And some of those people that will overpay and die are themselves, or their friends, or their loved ones, members of their family. And here's the kicker, guys, here's the kicker. And some of them are not even bad people. But that's how diabolical America is, because it set up all of these gaslighting mechanisms to fool us and then to turn us against one another, right, in the pursuit of something that we think is patriotic or humanitarian or some positive virtue. You know what I'm saying? So America's masterful at this. It's been doing this for a long time. For a very long time, America's been able to confuse us. Sheldon, you know what I'm talking about, Sheldon. You get what I'm going for, what I'm going with this, Sheldon. You get it, right? But Tim, we're number one in America. We're number one. We are number one. Yeah, we're number one. At Netflix. At the number of streaming services that you can download on your phone. But in happiness, we're not number one. We're not number one in life expectancy, lifespan. We're not number one in joy and peace and blissful existence. We're not number one in education or health outcomes. We're not number one in any of the categories that have to do with being a happy human being. In fact, we're far from number one. We are far from number one in the categories that would determine how great our lives are, right? But then we're stuck in this thing where we don't want to leave because it's all we know. That's a very human reaction to not leaving the place that's just the only place you've ever known, not being like, hey, let me just leave and go to Australia. What'd you say, Jeff? Today, they pay us to get a vax. Well, they don't actually pay. They get reimbursed by the government. The country's paying them. Bro, don't get me shut down, Johnson. Don't get me shut down, Johnson. So I end up in trouble with you guys. They would love to shut down my channel just for talking, Johnson. Just for saying certain stuff. That's how they roll, Johnson. That's what they do. That's what they does. So, it's just that we need to be cognizant of it. Like we're not gonna, it's True Tuesdays. We're not gonna lie to each other on this show, right? We're gonna keep it 100. Okay, so I wanna go to a couple phone calls, guys. All right? I'm gonna go to you, stay on point, it's on you. All right? Let's see where we are. 773, you're live. What's your name? What's your comment? 773, you're live. What's your name?
What's your comment? This is Luke Kang. How's it going, sir?
Hey, what's up, Lou? What's on your mind, brother?
Well,
hey, what's up, Lou? What's on your mind,
about the Dems, they're using the same playbook that they used under Obama, which, and the same playbook they used under Clinton when they had majorities. Used their first 2 years of their administration, capitulating to the same people they just got done calling racists and bigots and homophobes and xenophobes, which they are. but they spend the first 2 years of their majority doing everything to appease them. And then when they fail in the midterms, it's only because they've been failed by black people and young voters. And they're gonna try it again. They've been doing this the same thing they've been running since the '90s. So it ain't that shocking with at least the '90s, but it's not all that shocking. I know it goes back even farther than that, but just short reference, because even in Clinton's time, wasn't didn't they just get done celebrating the dude who used to be Joe Manchin in the Dem Party, Harry Reid? What was it? What didn't he just pass?
Yeah, it's true, Johnson.
He That's what I'm saying. Like, they just spent this time celebrating the old dude, and in the '90s, he was one of the ones that Clinton was pointing to. Oh well, some of the conservative Democrats don't want to really budge.
Hey, Luke Kang, I'm hearing you like two times. I'm hearing you two times, Luke Kang. It's like I'm hearing an echo. I'm hearing you like two times. I'm hearing you two times.
Okay, hold on. I don't know what. Let me try something real quick.
Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing myself as well. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, Johnson? Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing myself.
Right.
As well. Like,
okay. Is it still doubling?
Hey.
Right. Okay. Is it still doubling? Yeah. Is it still doing the double?
It is for some reason. I don't know if that's you or me, Johnson.
Yeah. Is it still doing the double?
It is.
It might be me. I don't know if that's you. I don't know. I'll hang up and I'll try again later. It might be me.
All right, John. All right, give it up for Luke Kang, y'all. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, John. Yeah, I am hearing the echo. I don't know what's going on with that. What is up with this echo? Yeah, you know what? I am hearing the echo for myself as well. Test it. Up with this echo. Yeah, you know what? I am hearing the echo for myself as well. Test it. Damn it. What is going on? Testing. Well, not now. Anyway, Johnsons. Okay, I didn't hear earlier when I was talking, but. Anyway, Johnsons. Okay, I didn't hear earlier when I was talking, but. Well, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because it's on my headphones. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but. Well, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because it's on my headphones. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because it's on my headphones. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but. Damn it. What's happening, Johnsons? What's happening? Damn it. What's happening, Johnsons? What's happening? I don't know how to fix this. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the next call. I don't even know if I should do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the next call. I don't even know if I should do that. Testing. Testing. All right, Johnson, I'm going to try to go to 859. This is doing, we got 859 on the house. 859, what's your name? What's your comment? Go to 859. This is doing, we got 859 on the house.
Hey, what's up? This is Oz from Kentucky. How you doing?
I'm good, Oz. What's on your mind?
What's up? This is Oz from Kentucky. Can you? Yeah, I just calling because I decided to run for Congress here as an independent. I'm going to be running against Thomas Massey, the neo-Confederate clown. And yeah, I have to get a few more signatures. I have to get 400 signatures to get on the ballot, but I've almost got that. And yeah, as soon as I get the ballot access, then I'm going to launch the campaign. I'm still website's under construction, but I got an Emerald New Deal, and that includes total cannabis decriminalization in this state because we've been growing. Should use that to help pay for public works and things that we need here. And I also think we should nationalize our coal industry because that's a natural resource that belongs to the citizens of the state, and it's been plundered for over 100 years. And
Gotcha.
so that's part of the Emerald New Deal as well. And I have an extensive platform, but those are, cannabis legalization is at the top of the list. And the Democrats have consistently lost to Massey since he was elected in 2012. And he's out of control. And I just don't understand why they keep losing to him. They keep running, candidates that I guess are just, millionaires that are out of touch with voters here. But it shouldn't be that hard to beat them. But that's why I decided to run. I know my chances are very low of winning, but at least I can push some issues that, otherwise they wouldn't be addressed. So, that's the main reason I called, is to announce that. And hopefully the website will be complete soon and you'll get to see a lot more.
Gotcha.
But,
Gotcha. Hey, Oz.
We got some serious problems in this state that we need to fix.
All right, Oz. Well, that sounds good, Oz. You
Yeah,
know what you need to do, Oz? Oz, if I was you, I'd put something black on my agenda. Put something black on your agenda over there, Oz. I'm thinking that will help you.
Well, I support reparations. Absolutely, I support reparations 100%.
Because I
think it could be paid for through the cannabis legalization efforts.
My brother.
I think absolutely. I support land reform, and I think also reparations should come in the form of land reform. So you should be giving some land back to you if you know.
Yes, brother.
For sure. Absolutely. I support UBI and universal health care.
You do? Okay, Oz.
I'm definitely a progressive. Yeah, I'm a progressive libertarian, basically, is what I would consider myself. So I'm like a left libertarian, basically. But yeah, but I'm in the middle of cooking, man. I just wanted to call real quick. I didn't think I was going to get on, but yeah, and I look forward to talking to you more. I'll hit you up on Twitter.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you now. Thank you, Oz. Hit me up, man. Give it up,
bro. Yeah. Yep.
Be in touch, Oz. Be in touch. Give it up for my caller, y'all. Oz is running in Kentucky. Oz, you need to tell people where to go about your campaign, though. My bad. Tell them where to go real quick.
Oz2022.org.
Oz2022.org.
Yes, and it's under construction right now. It should be up within about a week or so.
Okay, you got to call back in, brother, so we can remind people. Okay?
Twitter, and then Twitter, Twitter Emerald New Deal. I'm on Twitter at Emerald New Deal.
Gotcha. Emerald New Deal.
Right on, bro. I appreciate it, man.
All right, brother, I got you. You got it. All right. Man, guys, I had an app open on my phone. So I've solved the problem, Liu Kang. Liu Kang, if you want to call back in, it was not your phone. It was my phone that's connected to the call-in service, had an app open. So that was what was playing through. My bad. First of all, my big brother's in the house. My big brother, I see you, big bro, in the crowd, Johnson. I saw you, big brother. What's up? Yes, literally my big brother's in the house. Literally my big brother came through. So what's up, bro? I love you. Good to see you. Yes. Someone made a comment. I got to address it. I'm not going to address it long. Some dummy. He is dumb. But that's okay. He needs to be corrected. He said, I support the racist at TYT. What a moron. You could criticize a person for all types of things. You really can. But you should really criticize them for things that they do. Not things you think they think. Because you don't know what the fuck I think, dum-dum. But anyway, it was just a dummy. It's a dummy in there. A dummy in the comment section. I just thought it was hilarious. You go on TYT one time with Nina Turner, who you supported in her election. You make one appearance on the network where there's a bunch of people on it so that you can reach a broader audience. And I guess I was supposed to go there and tell Nina. I don't know what I was supposed to tell her, but these are sabotagers. They want to sabotage you. In any way they can, they want to sabotage you. They're not there to help you. They don't want to help your life. They don't want to help your show. They don't want you to grow. They are just there. They probably work for other people who don't do anything. I just find it funny. But it's not really funny. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, guys? So it's always interesting to hear people bash you. That's okay. Go do a video about it. Go put out a video. Go put out 4 or 5 videos about how horrible I am. You can spell Tim Black, right? Sometimes the bashers are not good at the spelling. Come on now, Tim. Yeah, my last candidate interview was very interesting. You know what I'm saying? I have so many candidates. From time to time, people will contact me about running. Like, Oz hit me up on, I think it was Twitter. But, I got to know what people are about. I don't just bring people on the show. So I got to know what people's, where their politics lies. Because if I bring them on the show, then people are going to say I'm vouching for them. Which is hard to do. I mean, you got a job. How many people do you vouch for on your job? How many people do you vouch for in your business? To other people. So that's a tall order, Johnson. That's not something that I do I used to do it very freely. I say, hey, you support, Medicare for all, ending wars, ending mass incarceration, ending qualified immunity. I used to have a list of things. Getting money out of politics. And back in the day, I would want to hear people who supported reparations and the Black agenda. But I was one of those people that felt like most candidates aren't going to support it because they can't get elected with it because America's so racist. But I had to grow into this belief system that that's not a reason. It's just not a reason. It's not good enough. You got to support a Black agenda or reparations. One of the two or both, because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And don't say you're progressive if you don't support reparations and a Black agenda. So I had to learn. I took time to learn that. I learned it from other people. Listening to other people talk and say, and developing a different understanding. Everyone who disagrees with you is not a horrible person. Sometimes people need to be educated. Sometimes people need to come around and have the information fed to them in such a way that it changes how they believe, changes their belief systems. That's why we should never give up on informing people. Don't give up on informing people. Here's the deal, guys. If Bernie Sanders would have believed in reparations and supported reparations and a Black agenda, he would have won the South. He would have won the South, Johnson. Now, he would have lost some Midwestern states probably. Probably. Black people would have came out in record numbers. Maybe not the first time he said it, but if he would have kept saying it, people would have believed him and they would have got behind him. I believe that in my bones, Johnson. I believe that to the core of my melanin. I believe it, Johnson. And if you millennials or you progressives, I should say, if you progressives, you democratic socialists, if you really wanted the policies you said you wanted, you would have came along too. And there you go. You got your Bernie Sanders. So you got to have something. You have to have tangibles that people want. You can't tell people what to want. You got to have tangibles in your platform that the actual people that you want to vote for you are interested in. You can't tell them what to be interested in. You can't tell them what's important to them. You have to ask them. Say, hey, people, what do you want? What's important to you? And that is how you build your platform. You don't build your platform telling other people what they should want. You know what I'm saying? So, I got a 312 number in the house. 312, you live. What's your name? What's your comment? (312). Okay, Johnson. Okay. So there it is, Johnson. It's all good. Things happen. You know, I'm glad that people understand where I'm coming from, and I understand where you guys are coming from. But the times of being nice are over with, Johnson. Ain't no time to be nice. Do you see what's going on in this country right now? Are people taking a good look at where we are? Things are not getting better. Things are getting worse. You realize this, right? I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm not trying to, ruin your week. I'm just saying things are not getting better. They're just not. This is BS. They're lying to you, telling you things are getting better. Do you think people feel things are getting better? That's what matters. What do people think? I don't think people are feeling very confident. In that lack of confidence, based on how hard their lives are, the lack of confidence that they have is going to dictate a lot about what's going to happen in the next what's going to happen in the midterms and what's going to happen in 2024, Johnson. That's all I'm saying. So let's not sugarcoat it. But don't sit around telling me that we need to get voting rights correct. You need to come up with some ways that make people excited and want to come out and vote. There are people that don't vote not because they don't have a license. They don't vote because there's no reason for them to vote. They feel like they are not heard. If people feel like they're not heard and their issues aren't addressed, they're not going to come out. But more than that, Johnson, more than that, we got to fight against the corruption that we're facing every day. So that's the thing. That's where I'm at. We need to mobilize around those issues. I still can't understand why an officer can make a mistake and take your life, but a doctor, if he does it, his career is over. And that cop can walk away scot-free. I'm trying to make that make sense. And I figured out what it is, because usually when the cops make a mistake, who are the people that they're killing? Usually. There you go. I mean, if your contractor did not build your roof to code and it fell in on you, it hit you in the head, his business would be shuttered. And if it was bad enough, he was negligent enough, he'd be in jail. Because there's no qualified immunity for him. Get where I'm going? So the fact that a police officer or any law enforcement person can get away with taking your life and just walk off like nothing happened, I think that's crazy. You can't do it anywhere else. When name a country, cops can just kill you. Can shoot your son 16 times. Lie about it. Cover it up. And then go to jail for 3 years and then come out. It's crazy talk. That's crazy. 863, you're live. What's your name? What's your comment? (863)
Hello?
You can't hear me? 863, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Who's this?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Who's this?
All right, my name is Calvin Bell,
Calvin, what's up, brother?
and I'm calling from. Hey, what's up, brother? I'm a subscriber. I've been listening to you for what's going on like 4 or 5 months now, and I've been in and out with you around certain situations. The reason I'm calling it tonight is because I just want to talk about these respirations, because some of us or all of us black folks, and I just want to give my opinion about it. I feel instead of us cutting a check,
Oh, God.
that's just my opinion along with my wife or anybody else's, but
Oh, God.
I was just thinking the other day, like, okay, for us to get like you said, cut the check or whatever, I just think it should be in installments instead of one lump sum. Let's just say, for example, they offer us, let's say, okay, the government say, okay, we're going to give you for slaves or everything like that. It's like, let's say $300,000, and it gives an option of taking a lump sum or in payments. I just feel that we should all, well, not all of us, but some amount of us, like African Americans, have who has made it. Let's say millionaires and the billionaires. I don't think some of them, even though there might be from African descendants, I don't think any of them deserve it. But I just think some of us who's making less than $300,000 a year or something like that deserve it. And my opinion is that we should be able to get installments instead of taking one lump sum. And I don't know how you feel about it. That's how I feel, because I just think that I don't think we all should get paid for what our ancestors had done in the past. So I just want to voice my opinion about it. So what do you think about that?
What'd you say your name was again, Calvin?
Calvin, Calvin.
All right, Calvin. All right, Calvin.
Calvin.
Calvin, my brother, 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 my brother. Oh, Calvin, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother. You said you in and out with me. You in and out with me. Like I'm sometimes off the mark. We gotta stop going by what we think. You know what I'm saying? We should not go by what we think. We should go by what we know. We should go by this thing called precedence. Precedent is something that is a standard that has been set in the world that provides uniformity so that people aren't just doing shit. A precedence is a standard that has been set that people have agreed that, hey, this is a way that it's been done. This is the way that we do things. That's how it becomes a systematic way of pursuing a goal, like a system. So when it comes to the point of reparations, first of all, it doesn't sound like you are totally on board with the idea of what you don't really know what reparations is. You don't understand it. You don't really get it. Because you say things like, I don't think these other people deserve it. As if you're qualified to tell what other people are deserving because of money that they have or don't have in their checking account. Reparations is about a debt that's owed to a people for a grievance. It's a reparative measure. Get it? Like, it's not, you don't get to decide based on this person hit the lottery so they don't get reparations. If How can I put this? Very basically. If a tornado came and flattened your home, and it flattened all the homes on your block, and you had insurance that covered tornadoes, you have a claim because you had insurance. And the thing that happened to you, happened to your property. You were covered for that. It doesn't matter if you own another house in another block. It doesn't matter if you play basketball for the Lakers. You have a house that was flattened by the tornado, and you have a contract. And under that contract, you are covered for tornadoes. So that's the way I look at what you're saying about what other people are owed and not owed, because you don't think they deserve it, because they already got money. Reparations is not about you a nice guy and you deserve something. It ain't got shit to do with it. It's got to do with not just slavery. These are all basic. If you've been watching my show and you didn't see when I brought on scholars that broke down reparations, you on a computer calling me on your phone is a computer that is more powerful than the computer that I worked on and studied on back in the 90s when I was first in IT school. Your phone is more powerful, but you don't use it to look up reparations or what reparations is, or even understand what that entails. You live in a country that people were not able to buy land because they were black. We talked about that on this show. You didn't watch the show. How can people build wealth in a country if they're unable to buy land? Hundreds of millions of dollars was given out in the form of GI Bills to white servicemen and women. Only 2% of black people were given GI Bills, even though they went to war and qualified for them. How can you build wealth in a country? This ain't slavery. How can you build wealth in a country if you're not afforded the same opportunities to build the wealth because of the color of your skin? Reparations is not just about slavery, and reparations ain't something you can determine somebody deserves based on their financial status. Got nothing to do with it at all. And you say you sometimes in and out with me. Well, I'm out with you because I don't think you understand a lot of shit. And it's disgusting, man, that you took no time to look up any of this stuff. And I don't mean to be so hard on you, man. But Jesus Christ, brother. And this thing about installments and lump sums, why do people want to get bogged down in discussions about how, brother, we need to get in a position to make this a reality. How it's going to be dispersed, how it's going to be distributed, the form that it's going to take, that's something you don't even need to be worried about at the moment. It's like we got an empty refrigerator, Johnson. And you telling me you don't like baked chicken. We got a refrigerator with we got no power, right? We got no power to have to have a freezer on or the refrigerator connected. And we're sitting in a house with no refrigerator and no food, and you're telling me, how we gonna bake the chicken? And I'm telling you, we got so many other steps to go to. Well, man, look, man, as long as you know, I don't like olive oil on my chicken. Like, motherfucker, we got all these other steps that we need to go to before we are at the point where we even need to be in the vicinity of discussing the olive oil on the chicken, that it's almost an insult to ask that question because it's not pertinent. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be an understanding about how funds will be distributed, but that's at another time, brother. Your job, Calvin, I want you to take time to understand what reparations is. I want you to understand why other people have gotten it in the past, that it's not this crazy idea that a bunch of lazy black people want free money. Okay, I want you to know why it's relevant, why it's a justice claim. Okay? And why it's not going to be an earth-shattering ideal for people who were enslaved for hundreds of years and then spent 100 years with no civil rights as people, as human beings in a country they paid taxes in and built for free, had no fucking civil rights. People got shot in the head and lynched. Babies were blown up in their beds. People were killed in churches. People didn't even go to jail for killing them. So it's brother, it's insulting, man, that you would not know this stuff and that you could watch my show and say you watch it for 4 or 5 months and not understand any of this stuff, that you really are that ignorant, that you'll be saying to me, what reparations for? I don't know what reparations. I don't get it. Why happens if people get money for slavery? Like, to be that ignorant and it'd be different if you were new. Because I know if a person's new, they haven't been exposed to this stuff, that's a whole different story, brother. But if you said you've been listening to this show for 4 or 5 months, I don't believe you. I don't believe you're that ignorant. It's impossible. Are you a plant? You must be a plant. Come on, man. You a plant. You know more than you let on. You just called up to fuck with me, right? You said, oh, man, Tim, I want this show to be fire. Yeah, I want to see Tim get pissed off. I love when Tim gets mad, man. You think he's going to fire now? Wait till I get him mad. Let's call up and fuck with him. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Let's call up and get his blood running. Let's call up and act like we don't know what reparations is. Yeah. Let's say we black and just say black people don't deserve it. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, man. You gonna do that, man? I don't know, man. Man, go ahead and do it, man. It'll make his show great. People love it when Tim gets mad. All right, I'm gonna call him, man. Go ahead, call him. I dare you. I'm gonna call him. Tell me that's what happened. Tell me this is all a game. I'm on, virtual candid camera or some shit. You know? Tell me I'm being trolled. It's a new internet game. This is a reality show or some shit. You teamed up with Mrs. Black. Y'all decided to make a blooper reel out of this shit. Because if you are legitimately that, if you're that dense legitimately, bruh, and you have legitimately been watching my show for months, if you don't understand redlining or civil rights, I mean, you didn't even listen to the show today where I told you black people are 14% of the population and own only 2% of the wealth. We didn't get the GI Bill, the New Deal. All we got was the Raw Deal. You listen to this, you don't get it? That we only make up 2% of black men, only make up 2% of male lawyers. Black women only make up 2% of female doctors. You think that's because black people are ignorant? We stupid. We don't like books. No books. No information. You still listening to that goddamn Chris Rock, old ass 20 years ago, unconscious, self-deprecating, self-degrading black jokes as if it's real? You still buy into that? You don't know black people and white people go to school about the same clip? But we got way more debt? That we even save more money for our kids to go to school than white parents on average when you adjust for income. But you believe stupid shit that's fed to you by a white supremacist country with propaganda. You really believe this shit. It's sad, bro. It really is. Hell, man, I got a candidate in Kentucky running for Senate. Oz. And he support reparations. He know more about reparations than you do. He's a white guy in Kentucky. So I'm hoping that you all plant, and this was all fun. Maybe one of my competing channels that don't like the fact that there's another black person in their space talking about reparations. It happens. All right, bro. Take the fun out of the damn show, man. I'm gonna go back to 848. 848, you're live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, Tim, this is Doug. I have a quick question to ask you. Do you believe in white supremacy?
No, I don't, brother. I don't believe in it. Doesn't exist. Why you want to be one of those black people that think that white people trying to hold you down? Huh?
No, I'm just asking because
no, I don't. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it, Doug. I don't believe in it, brother.
Okay.
So what else do you want to call up and talk about, Doug?
Well, the thing is that for those that do, they would have to think that they themselves are inferior. Am I right?
Hey, Doug, why'd you call my show, man?
Yes.
Why'd you call my show?
Well, I can't talk, man.
Why'd you call my show? I asked you a question. I asked you a question. I said, why did you call my show? Why?
I just want to have a conversation with you, man.
Doug, you're a fucking troll. You know that, right? You're a coon, too. You know this, though, don't you? You are a piece of shit and a troll. And you call my show to get some type of exposure for what your stupid-ass fucking ideas. Get your punk ass off my phone. Don't call back, bitch. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Didn't mean to be so harsh. I really don't have the bandwidth for it today. I really don't have the bandwidth for the bullshit. Okay? I really don't. Bitch, man. I'm not even gonna say anything else about it, because that was all of it. That should just make all of them hang up. All of them should just hang up. Your dad should have pulled out and your mother should have swallowed. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey. I'm sorry.
90 seconds.
If there is a such thing as white supremacy, that means you are inferior. That motherfucker running around with a white Jesus in his Bible. Why is your Jesus white in your Bible, dummy? Just a general question.
60 seconds.
It could be any color, right? Why is it white? Dumb. You don't want some people believe that Jesus is God. That's what they believe. If you believe that, why wouldn't that God not resemble you? Why wouldn't you share the same likeness of this thing that you worship? I mean, these are very basic questions. This motherfucker asked me, is this white supremacy? We just got through talking about civil rights.
Ten seconds.
I don't know, man. Sometimes it makes you feel like you should go back to talking about power. Justice Smollett. The baby. You know, bullshit. Kanye West's problems with Kim Kardashian. You know? Then I could get monetized. Go back to talking about Medicare for all. Talk about Medicare for all, Tim. That'd be great. Yeah, talk about Medicare for all. Yeah, trolls are whack. All right, guys, that's really it. I think we had enough fun for tonight. You think we had enough fun for tonight? I think we had enough fun for one night. Deborah Cochran. Oh, wonder what Deborah said. Deborah, what'd you say? Why was the message retracted? Michelle K became a member of the Wolfpack. Thank you. And thank you, Deborah Cochran. I appreciate it. I'm always with you, Tim. I appreciate you, Deborah. Tony, thank you as well. Hey, look, guys. Hey, look. It is what it is. I want to laugh. I want to laugh it off, but sometimes I think I do too much jokey joke, okay? Because people think I joke too much, or maybe they don't take me as serious, you know, because I joke sometimes. I'm literally a person who writes jokes. I have a literal funny bone. I have the gene. When I was a kid, me and my best friend used to do radio shows, comedy radio shows. Like when I was like 12 and 13 and 14, like these ages, we used to literally put together our own comedy shows. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And now I'm like, got my own show. I'm like much older, of course. So this has been a part of my life. So like, but I've realized that there are people who think because I joke that I'm not serious. And then I get serious, and then they get scared. Which one is it, Johnson? Yeah, I'm just going to do me. We're going to do us. Okay? And we're going to continue to be the Tim Black Wolfpack. We're going to continue to push the envelope and push these politicians. Okay, that's what we're going to continue to do. Somebody's got to do it. These people are very comfortable. Everyone's comfortable but us. They're comfortable. We're not comfortable. Are you comfortable, Johnson? How many of Tim Black Wolfpack are living comfortably right now? Well, you know what? Contrary to popular opinion, Americans work very hard. The production level of America has been doing like this. The pay has been doing like this. Production level like this. CEO profits like this. Pay like this. Okay? So we have to push them. As I stated earlier, the things that we're asking for, that we are demanding of our government, are things that you would get, that you would not have to demand of other governments. They come already in the cake. I'm not saying their countries are perfect, but I'm saying there are ingredients that we need added to our situation that should have already been in the cake. And that in the cake because we have some racists and some greedy bastards. You don't have Medicare for all because they didn't want black people to get it. If black people got it, if everyone got it, that would mean black people would get it too. And they were willing to let poor white people die to keep black people from getting it. These are facts. But we got dummies to call up and trolls to call up and say shit like, what's white supremacy? I don't understand. Reparations, I don't get that. And dub, when we say cut the check, at least when I say cut the check, I don't literally mean it's going to be that simple. I know it's not that simple. Catchy buzzwords are not everything. Defund the police for me, did that mean, hey, you got a police force? Take all their money, get rid of the cops. That's it. No more cops. Everyone fend for themselves. No, dummy. It was more nuanced. Defund the police meant we're funding them, we're giving them $1 trillion. Hey, we could shave off a few of these digits and allocate some of those same resources in other ways to further protect the community in other ways besides putting these trigger-happy cops or more trigger-happy cops on the beat. But it did not mean obliterate police forces. That would be called abolish. Abolish. So when I say cut the check, I do not literally mean here goes $300 check for you and $300 check for you. I expect it to be a little bit more of a complex operation than that. Jesus Christ, Johnson. What kind of crackerjack bullshit? What kind of one potato, two potato nonsense? What kind of rock, paper, scissors logic do you motherfuckers like? Who are these people? So I know people, like that's why I say it has to be the Nitro. There must be somewhere a Reddit thread, a Reddit thread or a 4chan thread that's got my number on it, that's daring people to call up and say stupid shit. That's got to be what it is. It's happened before. Real talk. That's happened before this show. You create enemies when you do what Tim Black does. And recently told a feminist she could go jump off a cliff. And I didn't say that literally, I literally did not say that. But I told her article sucks and she's fucked up. Because that's what I believe. It's a horrible article. And it's not what we need. We don't need that. We don't need division. We don't need division between black women and black men. We don't need that. You want to weigh in on some old bullshit. So, I don't know, maybe I've developed some enemies that want to try to, make the show, crazy. Well, I'm time enough for it. I am time enough for it. I am here for the smoke. Bring the smoke, because I'm down with the smoke. Smoke is cool. I get it. Just know when you come up in here with that bullshit, that's not going to be that, well, how are you doing? Well, how's it going? Oh, wow, we're just going to have a conversation. We're just going to, talk, have conversations and exchange thoughts. Now, if you come up with some bullshit, you want to insult my intelligence, you want to be an asshole, be prepared for it, man. Be prepared for the repercussions. That's all. Just be prepared. Don't be surprised. Don't go tell the teacher. Don't go tell a teacher. Oh, he said mean things to me. Nah, don't do that shit. Don't do that. That's what they do, Johnson. They tell on you quick. He said to me, thanks to me. All right. That's it, Johnson. Pause with Tim Black will be tomorrow. Pause with Tim Black tomorrow. And I got some great guests coming up. Some great guests are coming on this show for my new podcast show, my new video podcast show called Chop Tank. Chop Tank is a long-form conversation I have with interesting people on an interesting set of topics, and we're going to keep it up. I love it. My first guest was Marcus Furrow. So I'm looking forward to some great guests I'm bringing on for that to keep that party going. And we got a lot going on, guys. I hope you understand that things change, we grow, we expand, we try to get better. If you have suggestions for the show, send suggestions. That's fine. I'm open to suggestions. Send them to tim@timblacktv.com. tim@timblacktv.com is where you send that. And there you go. I'm down for listening to what my Tim Black Wolfpack wants to share with me. That's good stuff. Also, if you got story ideas, don't think if I miss a story, it's because I meant to miss it. Sometimes I literally just missed it. So it'd be very helpful if you see a story come past your desk or past your email or whatever, and you say, damn, this is a good topic. I wish Tim would address it. Well, send it to me. At least give me the option to consider it, because I may not have heard of it. And I think some people think I'm choosing not to cover certain topics when I'm just not everywhere at one time. And it would be beneficial if you told me, hey, Tim, this is a good topic. Could you take a look at it? And if I can, I can. But at least let me get the opportunity to know. So that's it, guys. That's all I got. I got nothing but love for you. I rock with the name. Yeah, I think it's, I used to have Chop It Up with Tim Black. But it was so basic. Other people say it all the time. So Chop Tank, I felt, was a little fresher. I like that better. All right. Thank you once again, guys, for being here tonight. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow for Pause with Tim Black. And until we meet again on Friday, phone lines will open up. Hopefully we'll have better calls. We had some good calls tonight, though. Not everybody was an asshole. I'm crazy, ain't I? Why they make me get ugly like that? That's all right. All right, guys, that's it. I got nothing but love for you. I'll see you on the next one. Be strong. And remember, cut the check. And don't let nobody take your cornbread, Johnson. That's your cornbread. Stand up for yourself. Wolfpack.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.
Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't be fooled by corporate media talking heads misleading the people. Get your news and information from an entity that keeps it real. Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to timblacktv.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.